Start training now to try and become a world-class drone pilot like Benny UK. And check out the Airhogs DR1 micro race drone with its cutting-edge tech. Easy to fly and ready to race to help you go from rookie to pro. Are you ready to join the race? Airhogs DR1 micro race drone.
Sky Cinema presents a brand new premiere every day. Because nothing brings people together like a movie at Christmas.
Oh yeah, hit it.
You think we can get to the moon?
We're already there.
Ha-ha! That's my boy!
A brand new premiere every day. Only on Sky Cinema.
Every hour of every day, be the man of today. Boss Bottled.
Jump, focus. Jump, you can concentrate when you're hungry. Eat a Snickers. Better?
Better. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers. Get some nuts.
The new Comilon 8-metre tape has a double-sided blade and handy belt clip. It's just £19.99. Visit realdealsforyou.com.
Oh, what a finish this is. Look at the three horses. The one in the middle looks... Oh, he's celebrating. Oh, he's celebrating too early. Where is the winning post? Oh, my... Unbelievable. And so is this.
Get better odds with Ladbrokes Racing Odds Boost. Select your winner each way bet, hit the boost button in your bet slip and watch your odds grow.
Even the horse looks embarrassed. Available from App Store and Google Play. When the fun stops, stop.
Let's talk about the rules of whiskey. They say you should drink it neat, never ever with a mixer. You're only allowed a splash of water or a single cube of ice. But you know what they say about rules. Make your own rules with Clubman from Hague Club.
Airhogs DR1 micro race drone, easy to fly and ready to race. Built to take you from rookie to pro. Airhogs DR1 micro race drone.
Practice day at Bonoan Castle, and the teams were getting to grips with the course when things took a dramatically unexpected turn.
I go out and I'm just kind of walking around looking at everything. It was just slippery, and I slipped. I planted my leg in the ground. I heard a loud pop, and I looked down and I could see that my kneecap was rolling up into my thigh. It was excruciating.
Yeah, he's absolutely snapped his ACL. His whole kneecap is loose. Luckily, he caught it in time with his hand, so he's holding it in place to stop it wrapping up and stop the circulation. For about an hour and a half, he held it there until the helicopter came. It's just a pretty tough guy with no meds at all. The paramedics from the Irish Army took over. He's hoping to be back tomorrow shooting, but I don't know about that.
I remember telling the guys, I'll be back. I'll be back. But unfortunately, the injury, the doctor said, was about as the worst that they had ever seen. They said it looked like a bomb had literally gone off inside of my knee.
Sean's knee injury was too severe for him to return to the competition. He would have to be replaced. Team KDRA had suffered a massive setback.
A pilot has been flown in from the UK last minute. His name is Harry Plested, and it'll be interesting to see how the new team dynamics comes into play for Team KDRA. You are jumping into the middle of this with a team that I don't believe you've met before. So what's the strategy to kind of keep that, momentum going?
Well, Brian and I spent most of yesterday evening, I think we were talking till about 1 in the morning, trying to sort out just basic strategy. So pit stops, flying, not crashing into each other. The list goes on. So hopefully we can get there and sort of get straight into the flying. We're about to have a practice in about an hour and a half, I think, hour. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
So it's time for the teams to take on the challenges of Bunno and Castle. Up first, Rebel versus Thunder Power. Cooper and Vince.
Ready to rip this.
Against Ricky and Garza.
Yeah! Garza second, Ricky fourth by a hair.
Cooper led from the start. The real battle was for third and fourth place. Vince for Rebel taking on Ricky for Thunder Power.
Ricky closed.
They continually traded places with one another. Ricky moved into third at the end of lap 1. But then he misjudged the approach to gate 1, allowing Vince to overtake.
Vince, you're good. He blew the turn. You're still third.
Ricky, you're very close to take him.
Lap 2, gate 6. Ricky was back on Vince's tail. They repeatedly swapped places until they both had to pit on lap 3.
You guys are perfect.
I'm pitting.
That's when things went wrong for Thunder Power.
Ricky, go!
Take off.
Ricky took off ahead of Vince.
Oh! Dude, it just flipped over. Hurry up, spin it down.
This error allowed the Rebel pilot to regain third spot for the final lap.
I see someone in front of me. Who is that?
That's Garza.
Thunder Power's Garza had been holding on to second place for the whole race. But then, on his last lap, he collided with gate 3.
Oh.
Vince, you can slow up.
Cooper had already passed the finish to secure 10 points for Rebel. As Ricky started his final lap, the delay from technical issues was obvious because Vince was crossing the line to claim another 8 points for his team.
Yes!
Good job, guys. Keep it down.
We got this. Oh, man, that was so much fun.
You got lucky, bro.
I was chasing you, past you.
I took off, my quad just went bloop and unbound.
Ah, bro.
So I just said, forget it, I'll just finish.
We'll race again.
Yeah, dude, that was
a fun, man.
Ricky, I noticed that when you came for your pit stop, what happened during takeoff? Did you just fall over? What was going on?
I took off, hovered for about a second, it did a little flip, so we had to power cycle it to get it rebound.
So after Heat 1, Rebel have a maximum 18 points. Thunder Power scored 6 points. Next up, Kane and Colby for Lumineer took on Minchan and Harry on his first outing for KDRA. And it wasn't the start he'd hoped for.
Rerun.
Come on, man.
Well, the problem was I didn't understand how the start beats were going, so I got off late but got a quick start. I found someone, I was like, I'm not going to rear end them before the first gate, so I'm going to fly into the top of the first gate.
His crash before the start line meant a race reset. From the start, Minchan was incredible. He moved from 4th to 1st before heading through the start gate. While he was taking on gate 3, the other pilots were still negotiating the castle ruins. The Lumineer pilots were exchanging places for 2nd and 3rd. Newcomer Harry was having problems at the back of the pack. On lap 3, gate 2, his battery failed him and he crashed out of the race.
Oh, he's down.
Okay, it's just you, Minchan.
Minchan's first attempt at the Bonoan course was practically perfect, securing 10 points with a total race time of 2 minutes, 37 seconds.
Nice one.
Good job.
Kane came 2nd, and Colby 3rd.
All according to plan. Yeah.
The leaderboard sees Rebel leading the field with maximum points, while Lumineer is in 2nd with 14. Minchan's 10 points placed KDRA in 3rd, and Thunder Power is 4th. Heat 3, Next Blades took on Rebel. That's Mac and Gary versus Cooper and Michael.
Great start, guys.
Mac and Gary were overtaken before Gate 1 by both the Rebel pilots. At Gate 2, Gary overtook Mac, almost mid-airing it. It was a tussle in the castle ruins with Mike, Gary, and Mac all fighting for 2nd place. Mac was in 2nd when Gary tried another overtake maneuver.
I'm taken down. Mac is down.
Much to the pleasure of Vince. On lap 3, Cooper was still in the lead when he pitted. This allowed Gary to take 1st position.
Rebel clear! Go!
Vince completed an efficient pit stop, and Cooper set off in pursuit of the one remaining Next Blade squad. But Gary was too good and secured victory for his team.
Well done, yeah.
Cooper and Michael finished 2nd and 3rd for Rebel.
Give me that. Give me that. All right.
Our winners for this heat, Team Rebel bringing in a second and third place for a total of 14 points.
I was only a couple seconds off Gary. Maybe I could have picked it up, but we're totally happy with the points we got.
So after 3 heats, the leaderboard looks like this. Rebel is in a commanding lead with 32 points. Lumineer are second with 14. Next Blade scored 10 points in their first race of the day. Up next, KDRA took on Thunder Power. Brian and Harry flew for KDRA, and it was Bapu and Ricky for Thunder Power. As part of a strategy to finish with points on the board, Ricky and Bapu flew safely in 3rd and 4th place. But Thunder Power's tactics did not work. Ricky crashed, exiting Gate 3 on the first lap.
Disarm, man.
This left Bapu in 2nd, who had overtaken Brian.
Be careful, Harry.
The stakes were raised even higher when Harry, in the lead, collided with Gate 7.
All right, they got one down, Bapu.
Bapu and Brian were now head-to-head for a first-place finish.
So we got a good 30 seconds. Min Chen's pitting. We got time.
Brian came into pit on lap 2. Bapu was looking strong 30 seconds ahead of him when this happened.
Oh, no, no.
Panic.
Luckily, his quad was able to rejoin the race. Into the final lap, and Brian's quad was catching Bapu's drone. The Thunder Power pilot had not completed his pit stop. It was part of his strategy. The crowd were eager to know whether it would work.
Pit, hurry, 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 hurry.
Bapu came in just before the finish line.
Get it, go, 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 go.
Brian was screaming down the final stretch. Garza had seconds to complete the battery swap. But Brian was a fraction faster, and he secured a victory for his team.
Nice one.
Wow. It literally came down to the fastest battery swap ever. Bapu, Chris, tell me what was going through your mind. Did you guys know that Brian was on his way for his last lap?
No, because I've been practicing with 2250s, just big enough to complete 4 laps. So I thought, why not just try a quick maneuver? I mean, we didn't even strap our last battery, but it worked. So maybe we'll be using that strategy more.
So 10 points for KDRA, who are now on 20, closing the gap on leaders Rebel. 8 points for Thunder Power, now joint 3rd with Lumineer. Coming up, the action continues.
Drone racing on Eurosport, delivered by DHL.
Live tonight on Eurosport 1. Skiing North America with the Super G from Beaver Creek and the downhill from Lake Louise. It all makes for a chilling evening of primetime action drama.
New AirHogs FPV race drone puts you in the cockpit. You see what the drone sees through the FPV headset. Easy to fly and ready to race, so you can go from rookie to pro. Are you ready to join the race? AirHogs FPV race drone.
Are you weighed down by a poor credit record, finding it difficult to borrow money?
Everyday Loans could help. They offer a range of loans from £1,000 to £15,000.
They're flexible, as well as being friendly and approachable.
Apply online and they'll give you a conditional decision in minutes.
That's right. With Everyday Loans, it is simple and straightforward. Representative APR 93.6%. Apply now at everydayloans.co.uk and discover your credit future, not your credit history.
Forget anything can happen. In sport, anything does happen. But could it be better? With Request a Bet, it could. Spark your sports brain and roll all the possibilities into one bet. 3 red cards, 7 corners, 5... Let's price that up. Or browse hundreds of Request a Bets on our app. The possibilities are humongous. How big is your sports noggin?
Sky Bet, Britain's most popular online bookmaker. When the fun stops, stop.
Bullion by Post is the UK's #1 online bullion dealer. At Bullion by Post, we aim to make the process of buying gold and silver as easy as possible. You can buy bars and coins and get them delivered discreetly to your door. On our website, our prices are updated every 2 minutes and include free, fully insured delivery. To find out more, call us on 0121 403 3000 or visit us at bullionbypost.co.uk.
They say 4 wheels move the body, 2 wheels move the soul. At my company, we specialise in custom motorcycles. We wanted to revive old manufacturing techniques with new technology. The surface is great. It's powerful enough to run all the programs that I need. I really love drawing with a pen. The pressure sensitivity is wonderful. It felt just like paper and pen, really. The best part of riding a motorcycle is an absolute sense of freedom. Using the surface, it feels exactly the same.
New AirHogs FPV race drone. You see what the drone sees through the FPV headset. Easy to fly and ready to race. AirHogs FPV race drone.
It's changing the game of motorsports. Savage street racing. Electrically powered cars. Electrifying action. Plug into the grid and get it on. Tomorrow, the opening E-Prix of Formula E Championship from Hong Kong. Live on Eurosport 1.
Welcome back. 5 races into the series, and the teams are finding their rhythm on these outdoor courses in the DR1 Championship.
The elements have a lot to do with the racing factor and how well you do. How well you cope with the environment is a huge thing. But that's very different compared to the other leagues where it's mainly indoors.
Inside, you have structures and you have a ceiling.
If you miss a gate, you can pop up and not worry about hitting a ceiling. The lighting's generally better outdoors. I kind of like the aspect of flying in the elements because it adds just another aspect that the team has to worry about.
The biggest difference when flying inside to outside is when you're outside, you have to battle the natural elements.
Flying outside really gives you that extra skill of flying through hard wind.
We get to visit exotic locations, awesome sceneries. Each track has its own character and different challenges. After doing this, I would say outdoor racing is my preferred type of track.
Heat 5, and it was Lumineer versus Next Blade. Gary and Johnny against Kane and Corey.
All right, Lumineer.
Oh, what? Johnny's quad failed to launch. Corey for Lumineer was in the lead, with Gary for Next Blades putting the pressure on in second place.
Gary's coming up on you.
Gary chose to pull out of the chase and pit at the end of lap 1. Will this tactic pay off? Corey crashed ahead of gate 3 on the second lap.
Ah! Sorry.
Gary claimed first place, with Kane in second.
Yeah. I saw someone out in front of me on the first lap. I was getting a 1-3 stint, so I just waited for the first lap and then put in some faster laps on the last 3 without anyone in front of me. And it worked.
A much-needed 10 points for Next Blades lifts them off the bottom of the leaderboard. They're now tied for third with KDRA, while Lumineer is in second and Rebel is still out in front. Heat 6, KDRA versus Rebel.
And most of the teams are crashing. One of the pilots crashed almost every heat, so we're doing good. I think we're going to get first place on this one. We've been in the finals twice. We've placed second twice, so third time is a lucky charm, right?
Minshan and Brian for KDRA flying against Michael and Vince for Rebel. As usual, Minshan was first through the starting gate, hit the hole shot, and pushed ahead, dominating the entire heat. Rebel's Michael was in second place, with teammate Vince in a battle for third place with Brian. The 2 pilots were blade to blade for most of the race. They narrowly missed a mid-air collision at the finish lap 2. However, it was Minshan who stole the show, flying a 31-second lap record on the third circuit, only to better that on the final lap by 1 second. Michael secured second place for Rebel. And Brian added 6 more points to KDRA for his third place finish.
How we do? First and third?
It's all about not